Hey everybody, it's Garrick again. I'm just going to follow up with my first video, a follow up on my first video on how to order direct delivery of brown box items. And we're going to continue on and do another video showing you how to do a processing diversion if you're not familiar with that. So, what I did is I'm going to I'm going to wash over a great deal of, not a great deal, but some parts of this because you can go back and reference it in the direct delivery order video and check those out. I thought about the first 2 minutes or so will get you up to the point where we're at right now. So we're just going to move right along into how to do a processing diversion order. So the first thing you do once your cart's going, you can select a default delivery location if you want to. If you're a district or a person that prefers to send, I want to do all of my orders to company A in one order, that's completely fine and acceptable. Where I'm going to show you how to do multiple items to multiple different destinations in here as well. So moving on forward, we're going to pretend our Louisville CSFP warehouse is what the diversion is going to this time. And this is just more for, kind of not to be favoring any particular processor. So from here, we're going to click add more to order and go out into the product catalog. Now, there we go. And we're going to check out NSLP, and we looked at direct delivery last time. Today we're going to processing diversion. Again, you have categories, and as we go under each category, you're going to have entitlement that you need to click on to show the product. So today, just going to pick one of these, entitlement, and we'll go to meat. Okay. So we're gonna look at picnic pork. We'll just say that. So we'll click on the item. And processing diversions are quite a bit different than brown boxing that you order in pounds. Number one, most of the time there are exceptions, but those processors will be able to let you know that. Number two, you order in pounds. Number two is that you don't have to spread your pounds out throughout the year. What I do is I end up going back and calling the processors and talking with USDA and figuring out when the delivery periods are going to be. So we figure all that stuff on the backside for you. So all you have to do is really put your total pounds. Now, we'll ask as a favor, if you would, if you're a larger district, if you're going to be ordering in larger than full truckload quantities, that you bust those down into at least full truckload quantities. For here, for example, you would want to enter 40,020 pounds. That would be your largest number. And so if you need 3 trucks, you could just enter that 3 different times down here. You just go through, do that, and take care of it that way. So it's not really wanting to cooperate with me today. There we go. We're going to put in an order for 6 pounds and again, completely hypothetical number here. We're just pulling these out there just to show you how it works. Just like brown box move at the cart, view cart, cart changed and updated. The other thing is, let's pretend we need to send some ground beef somewhere else to another processor or location. And we need 78 pounds. Again, numbers out of the air. You'll again notice that your cart changed and updated that information. So now that we're here, I want to show you how to send 2 different items or multiple items to multiple destinations. Okay, first thing you do, you're going to click on the square with the upside down triangle in it. It will become a right side up triangle. And more importantly, it's more of an arrow than a triangle. And you click the one in the header, and it's going to expand each individual line item. You could have 2 things like I've got, or you could have 100, and it's going to expand each and every one of them. So we got pork. Our pork is going to our default location. For this example, this is where we want it to go. So that's good and great. We want to check all this before you send an order up. Next thing is we're going to find a secondary location that accepts this ground beef, and we'll pick us another place that doesn't really accept it, but a place that is also not, we'll say America's Second Harvest in E-Town. They process beef for this example anyway. All right, so again, just like the brown box, you can go back at this point. You can add more to your orders. You can, add more lines and items, different destinations. Just as always, you want to click update anytime you make a change within the cart. Here we go. That's been updated. We're going to assume here for this example that we are finished with actually processing orders. Again, if there are things that we glazed over here, you want to go back and check out the direct delivery or the brown box video and get the details on how to set up an order and some of those finer points that we kind of glazed over here. From this point, you click order just like you would anything else. It's going to ask you if you really want to send it. You're going to tell it yes. You're going to get this right here. Note that you want to pay attention to is on this confirmation receipt. If you don't get it, we're going to go over that in a video in requisition status reports and talk about that and how you can check things if this screen doesn't come up and work properly for you, or if it doesn't let you print or whatever the case would be. So, but you can check on these line items that the pork is going to CSFP warehouse, the ground beef is going to America's Second Harvest. So there you go. That'll conclude this set of instructions.